Howdy, howdy, Sunday folks. How are you all today? Music could not have been timed better. It started up right as I was hitting the go button, the go live button. Let's see who all is here today. We have Crazy Watermelon. It is time for my departure and hope for return in the near future, but that is to be seen if the task can be done and I fend off the lullabies of sleep. My goodness. And we've got Poltrix Volta and Michael Greenhill. Are you fashionably early? Yes, you are. Phil Boswell's here. Won't be here much more than an hour. You have your Advent Carol service. Okay, cool. And you're in the choir. Well, enjoy that. And we're not going to do a whole lot with stairs today, I don't think, so you're excused today. And Darth Ronton, I believe that's Nimue Delac, I believe. Good morning to you. Michael Greenhill and Wade Parker are here. Low Poly Cats and Mindy, Hazard151. We've got Optimistic Pessimist and Foreverfish14. Joshua Saruda and Metal. Your full name was Desiree something, I think? I forget. But yeah, YouTube is not showing user like display names. It's showing like the actual internal handle right now. Just like last week. My voice is being kind of weird this morning. It was fine until about a minute before I hit go. And it suddenly decided, I'm going to be weird. So, you have to pause a lot. You'll know why. Oh, and Joshua Saruda's here too. I think I missed you on the first pass. Welcome, welcome. Well, it is finally getting, like, actually cold here. We had our first dusting of snow overnight. And I woke up and it was still out there. There's a little bit left by now, but it's now back to mostly green. Mostly green and probably soon to be pretty sloppy and muddy. The snow's come for you too, Joshua? Let's get some music going here again. Did you get a lot or just a little bit of snow? We got like a frosted donut. Like, like a powdered sugar donut covering, basically. Which is in stark contrast to, like, when I was a kid, there were a few times that we got almost snowed out on Thanksgiving. Blue Polycats got 5 inches. Yikes. Joshua, yours just started? Ah, very cool. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I hope those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving in the states that are purportedly united and maybe in America had a good Thanksgivings, and the rest of you, hope you had a great Thursday. I got you right, Matt All Desiree? Okay. Your username has a hint in it, but I wasn't quite sure. You usually get a blizzard on Halloween. Okay. And the ocean keeps most snow from you. Nimue Delac, island life. Very nice. Or unfortunate, however you see it. Well. We are like 30 seconds early, but I think I'm going to go ahead and bring you on to the game. Well, hello everyone. My name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, where we didn't have a chore stream on Wednesday, because it was Thanksgiving evening, or Thanksgiving Eve. And so everything here is as we left it. last Sunday with a couple baby green pumpkins. Little pumpkins. So today, I had a bit of a think about what to do today. And it's going to start with getting some more pie, actually. Some more pie. Some very thematically appropriate pumpkin pie. But today, so we don't have a ton of sandstone. And I'm not super in the mood to go and quarry some right now. So I'm thinking what I want to do is we're going to go over to the temple, and we're going to do a little bit more planning and start some building of the interior. Right, pumpkins on the floor. Let's do that. Nope. There we go. Very awkward. There we go. And in particular, I want to start... Nope, get off there. I want to start really getting in, like, this bottom bit where the docks, both where the docks are, and figure out how we're going to have the docks meet up with everything up top. Because we can't just do a staircase like right here, because that will come out right in the middle of our sort of central conversation piece. The sanctuary, the altar, I don't know what this is going to be yet. This is going to be a something, because this is right where the sunlight's going to come straight down into here for the ever so brief moment that it is directly overhead. So I don't want to block this off or make this too cluttered. We might just be able to do something simple like have the staircase come up and like sort of like circle around here and then come out over here. This doesn't look even. I think one of you forgot to count with me last time, or 1,000 years ago. Look at that. That is not even. My goodness. How could all of you? How could you? Oh. Couldn't just dig these out. Oh, I gotta fix the water now too, right? Okay. Bucket, where are you? And we got some more people streaming in here. What do we got here? We have... Ryuga is here. Welcome, Ryuga. We got Dad Joked by Hazard. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran because it's past tense. Oh. And that's it. Okay, cool. Oh, Inger Raymond. Welcome, welcome. So, bucket. Bucket. Not there. Oh, I do want these guys. Oh, we also have all this stuff, so we will spend a moment getting these doors in place just to get them out of our inventory. What are buckos up here? I guess not. All of our oranges are fruiting, which is gorgeous. It's great to see. And the fruits are going to stay there until they rot and fall off. There's a bucket in the trunk. Did I miss it? Oh my goodness, it's first slot. Yeah. So that's how today is going to go, guys, apparently. Oh, and someone mentioned, while I'm already over here, that in order to get this skep into there, I need to pick the skep up. So, plop this guy down, pick you up. Oh. Well, there we go. Done. Yeah, I had a couple cleanup comments. There's someone who mentioned that I missed a block somewhere in here. I guess it wouldn't be this one. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Wow. I did indeed miss a block. Okay. Well, let's grab the appropriate block from over here. It's going to be, I guess, the second block. So here's the middle. It's going to be like here. That brings us to somewhere around here. I don't have my Panto on me, so let's go grab that. There you are. We're going to need you, aren't we? More ladder. Streamer blindness is a thing. Yeah, I had a bit of a rough night last night, so I'm a little bit running on fumes here. Alright, so where is it going to be? It's going to be... I think it's this guy. Is it this guy? Man, it's so hard to tell. It's going to be you. Yeah, I think it's you. Let's grab that right there. Let's see if that does the trick. Was that even high enough? I think it was. No, it was not. It's higher up. It's like... It was like here or something. Is it that? Along or another entry in the series of Kurzar, how could you? Alright, let's try it. That's probably not it. Okay. So it's literally right up at the edge there, though. Okay. Let's follow that up again. Try to aim better this time. Are you sure it's not you? I mean, come on, really. Maybe? Oh, you know what? Maybe it is you. Let's try this one. Ta-da! Nope. How does this even work? There's a proper copy right there. I mean, I could go across, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. But it is really hard to line these up. Oh, I'd love to be able to... There we go. Okay, so let's do that. It's really finding, like, exactly where I need to copy. That's so difficult. That's a measure there. And it should be... Should be here. Let's give you a spin. Let's see how wrong I was. How was I still so wrong? What? How? What is even going on here? I mean, goodness. Alright, let's grab this one. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. No more arches, please. There was a copy right there, and I still couldn't do it. And we got Hopeful Dreamer here, and Channel Granland 7890. Welcome. Oh, were you the one who mentioned the Golden Combs thing? bastion on Greenland. Don't celebrate that. That wasn't even a win. That was not a win, guys. That was me going like, oh, these young kids in their games. I think I'll try them. For the first time ever. Okay. That was you? Cool. Well, good eye. Resist, resist, resist. Can't resist. Good eye to you too, mate. Can't resist that one. It's impossible. Alright, let's go fix this guy. So you and you. Hey there, Tirna Sokami. We are getting fishing? Yes, we are. I saw that. I also saw that apparently you can possibly potentially damage your mechanical bits if you let them spin too fast, which is amusing, given that there are a lot of people who really love their vastly sped up hellhammers and things. Alright, let's get the bucket out of here. I don't need you anymore. Okay, so ideas for what to do with the... Actually, no, I lied. We're going to do these entryways first to get these doors out of my hands. So we have a few of these to do. 7 to be exact. And that shouldn't take very long, so I'm not super worried about that. Do I have enough blocks? I probably do. 38 times 1, 2, 3... Ooh. 6 by 7 is 42. That's a problem. Let's get some more. Consider more gotten. We're also going to need a few of these guys. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one there. I don't. That may have to change. In fact, it's going to have to... Oop. Bye. Let's change that now before I forget. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Although these can be halves, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half. So 9.5 times 7 is 63 plus 4.5 is 67.5 sandstone rocks. Hey there, need to know Hobby 7? Oh, that's Genesis, right? And Sauna Mazka. Hello, you're finally up in VODs? And your dog got you up in time to watch live. Hey, awesome. Well, welcome. Am I going to trim the polished sandstone down so it's a half block all the way around? No, what I'm going to do here is we're probably going to end up hiding a good chunk of this. This is going to become like a little bit of like an extra chunky entryway. Because there's not a lot of good I can do with this here. This is just... Ugh. Like I could... Ooh, hang on. No, because this block is exposed to the outside. So at best, I could do everything except for like one little voxel here of one of the colors. And so on the inside, we'd get a dumb little red stripe. On the outside, we would get a dumb little yellow stripe. We have to pick one. So I'm going to just avoid that by basically doing something, and this is just me spitballing, but basically something like this. We're going to just done. Like that. That's the that is the end result, the end goal. It might not be the sandstone ashlar. In fact, it probably won't because it's kind of samey. Might even pick something else. I might even just cover it with some more of the polished stuff. So, we'll see where we go from there. Now to see if I can replicate all this on the other sides. Now that I am less confident of. Why not wood? I like wood for its appearance. I think that for what we're building here, a lot of wood near the exterior isn't going to fit very well. Like wood for some flooring and things, for fancy things, but you wouldn't get much wood in the desert, realistically. Okay, let's do a few of these, and I believe, yeah, we're going to need to do this too. Dude. And then we have a few of these going here. Hey there, SSS from Australia. You started playing Vintage Story a week ago and watching the videos. Hey, thanks. I hope they're being very useful to you. Alright, so here we're going to be doing a little bit of this. And after probably this one, we're going to have to go and get some more of these polished blocks. Lovely. Love it, Wind. You're so fun. Now, what did I do on this side? Oh. Can't get across very well. Wood could be an interior luxury. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm going for. Is like wood is something that you use sparingly because it's hard to get, and you got to be rich to do it. Now, there is one thing that I do want to make out of wood, just because it's sort of thematic, which is going to be the docks. I think you would still use wood on the docks in this sort of, climate. I'm not positive, but I think so. Whoops. What? Why? Why you do this? There we go. Alright, so we're going to need some of these. There's that. And then we'll need to chisel these in a little bit. To essentially, I guess, yeah, here, 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 and there. Oh, I gotta put these down first, right. Nice arm. Get a bunch of these ready. Okay, so actually, let's do this, and where'd my chisel go? There you are. Add a bit of you. Add a bit of you. Add a bit of you. And you. Okay. There we go. Now let's get some more of the polished sandstone, which is pretty easier to get to from here. Get a ladder. Build a dirt bridge to get across quicker. That's how I get, what are they called? The skittery ones. That's like a Bowtorn and the skittery ones. That's their new name. Shivers, there we go. Okay, so we do need to actually go and chunk some more out. Do we have any blocks down here already placed? No, I think we... Yeah, okay. Let's go and grab one of our last, I think, 2 giant slabs. Ooh, last one. Ooh. Okay, so we might have to go quarrying today anyway. I was hoping to avoid that, but... Yeah. Okay. Let's just plop you down here. Boop. And we'll get a few of these. Let's just burn through this guy. We'll use these eventually anyway, no matter what. Add number 1. For anyone who cares. I do care, actually. So, add every 20 minutes sounds pretty fair. Alright. I don't think we have any more of the giant slabs up here either, do we? No, and... no. Hey there, Tidaluna. Welcome. Fog or sandstorm? Sandstorm. Clearly. The fog is kind of weird. The fog just sort of darkens things, whereas the sandstorm actually, like, gets pretty gnarly. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is a, what, a 5x8? 8x5, so okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. So we built this exactly as I planned it, definitely. And that way we can have a step up. Now, something I might think about doing is I might actually... ooh, I may have to commit some heresy and possibly dig up some of this floor to get these guys in. As I mentioned last time, we're going to have the floor of this place be 1 block higher, which means we need to step up to get to it. Now, one option is to push this wall out 1 more block here and put the step like right here, slap the door on top, call it a day. But we kind of have this like long, bland thing going on here. I might be tempted to push this back, maybe like 2 blocks, because I think, get my pickaxe out here, I think this pattern, pickaxe didn't help. I think this pattern needs to be pushed 2 blocks, not 1, but I could be wrong about that. I think I am wrong about that. I think I made this so it tiles every block rather than every other block. So, yeah, we could just take a couple rows of this, pull this design back, build a little step up here, maybe a couple blocks out, and then put the door up here. Hey there, Friskane. It's been a while. Welcome back. Let's also grab these. Don't think we need these here anymore. Don't forget the open doors will fill that long bland wall. It's assuming I put them in the right orientation. That's making a lot of assumptions there. So, yeah, let's do these little doors first. And then we'll come back to the big doors. Oh, that's right. We're not going to need all the little doors because over there, we won't have little doors coming in. Oops. I made too many doors. We only need 4 more doors than what we have currently. Okay. Noted. Go ahead and bust these out of here. Got a few of these bad boys in here. Go up 1 more. Actually, 2 more, really, but go across like that. And then from the inside, there we go. And 4:30. Oh, it is 6:30. I thought it was 16:34 up there. Nope, it is actually pretty late. Okay. We should go rest real soon. Oh, you know what? We have this. bowl we don't really need right now. Let's go ahead and have a bite to eat. Okay, let's go ahead and chisel you, and you. I do wish there was a quicker way of doing this. I know this is like an improvement on the original way of adding blocks together, but like I feel like there should be like a pick block attached to chisel and then just like right click, 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 and be done. Can you use the spare doors on the dorms? I don't know. I feel like these are definitely like entrance doors. Because like look sort of roughshod they are. Like they're really not roughshod, but they're they're kind of rough looking, meant to take a beating. Not that the regular doors are terribly fancy, but Let's get these in here. We'll sort of cross that bridge when we get to it. Start here, I guess. Alright, let's go sleep. 1, to make sure things don't spawn and annoy us. But 2, to help the pumpkins move along. In fact, we're going to sleep, and we're going to go check the pumpkins in the morning. Because today is officially the last day that we can chisel pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, meaning today will sort of determine the end of our ability to make creative light blocks. Maybe the sleek doors for the dorm rooms. I'm thinking that probably, yeah. Sleek doors more for the airflow, since I don't remember, well, I might have the glass sleek doors mod on, in which case, oh well. Now they are dorms, so it might make sense that they would be less fancy, so we might use the regular doors. Or, hear me out, not really use doors at all. What? I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. So someone mentioned that I can pick up pumpkins by right-clicking on them. I definitely always knew that. Yep. I never forget these things. Nope, not me. Never once have I wasted time picking things up with an axe. I wouldn't dream of it. No how, no way. I have no idea which one you're attached to, so you get to stay. Just doing a quick prune check here. And I think we are good. Cool. We'll check again in the morning. I'm just going to put the pumpkins we get back inside currently, and we'll chisel them pretty much right at the end of today's stream, assuming I don't forget. So, y'all yell at me later at like 12:55 my time. Yell at me. Be like, yo, where's our? Go and chisel those pumpkins before they're stuck as pumpkins forever. Oh, there's one. I knew we had 2 somewhere. Alright. He definitely knew. He is the Picture Story Guide guy after all. Yeah, and I never had to look things up for that. Nope. Never had to look things up. Not even once. Actually, you probably enjoy the some of the work that went into the first guide season, especially. I was very committed to it, and I had, let's see, I had at least one page, usually about a full page, per episode of what I was going to do and what I wanted to, what beats I wanted to hit. And I stuck to it pretty well. I was on fire back then. Season 2 was similar, but I sort of like knew, I knew the structure better already, so I didn't need to go into as great of detail. And some of the fiddlier features had been toned down and made a lot more sense. Like, well, and I think there were a few mods that I was like, you know what, these are pretty essential, so I'm going to recommend that you play with these mods too. Like the better Firepit mod. I was like, well, we could spend hours babysitting these quick lime kilns, or we could just use a better Firepit mod. Oh, how do you zoom like that? Sorry, I missed your question there. SSS. So that is with the zoom button reborn mod. There's a hotkey. It defaults to Z, I believe. It does that. And you can turn the vignette effect on or off too. It's not baked in. Okay, and get rid of you. Two, three, 4, and 5. All right, and get these guys in. Oops. Huh? Huh? Oh. Like, what is going on here? It's gonna be you. And you. All right. The most effective door ever. Maybe let's, like, button this up just a little bit. Just to keep, like, Shivers and Drifters out. Well, Shivers I guess can crawl over anyway, but Drifters and the Bowtorn can stay on that side of the wall. We have this last one over here. These guys are buttoned up a little bit better too. But who's going to yell at us? Remembering to yell. Oh. Ah, okay, so the land on this side is a little bit higher. So we're only going to have the stairs right here. I will still replace these with the ashlar. Here we go. Using axes on pumpkins is not as bad as the guy who was punching rocks on the ground to pick them up. Well, there are actually legit reasons to do that still. One is if your hands are full, because you can only pick things up on the ground if you either have an empty hand or if the thing you're picking up is in your hand. What really gets me is when people use a tool in their hand, especially in the early game, when they're like, when you don't have much in the way of tools. We did 2 more of these guys here. Like if you have like an early game axe and like you don't happen to have any more flint on you, and you're picking up rocks to build your, you know, your first cobblestone wall or whatever. People who use their axe or their knife or whatever, that drives me insane. That drives me pretty batty. I never comment on other YouTubers' videos telling them not to stop doing that. And I've never made any videos before saying, hey, stop putting 4 coal in your forge to forge 1 piece of copper. I would never say that. No, not me. So, amusing story of a thing happening literally right now. Kurazumi has discovered the art of shrieking. And has gotten very adept at it. And she loves hearing her own voice. And so right now, despite my very thick noise-isolating headphones, I can still hear this little, like, hunting hawk's cry from upstairs. And I know it's not a bird. He's handed her full. You know, I think I know who you're talking about. Alright, so I think, yeah. Oh. Guys. I mean, too many doors. Not just these doors, but also these doors. I only needed 2 of them. One for here, one for there, because there won't be one over here. I don't think. Let me think about that. Let me think about that one. Go take a peek over here. You know, I'm going to drop like a piece of dirt here so I can get up here. Boink. No, I think we will. So, as I mentioned before, we are going to dig this bit down. This is going to become flattened eventually. And I think what we'll use this for is we will want to make sure that we keep the hill here. So we'll wind up digging into this and then sort of digging a tunnel under. And whatever sand gets displaced, I want to replace when we're finished. With the notable caveat that like some of this is going to have to get like actually dug out forever. Like this top bit, this will become another full level like walkway like that over here. So this top bit won't be here, but all the outside stuff will stay. And we'll just sort of say we've incorporated the whole structure into the hillside, using it as, I don't know, because it was there, or maybe it was an old defensive formation that's no longer needed, or maybe it's simply there's sand that's been blowing in, and whoever was maintaining this got behind in keeping the sand out, and now it's just sort of partially buried. And that's, I think, the story that we'll go with. Bald eagle sounds like a dog's squeaky toy. Add number 2, so every 20 minutes. Yeah, that seems pretty okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with the red-tailed hawk cry being much more majestic than an eagle's. So let's get rid of the things we don't need here, like the extra doors, and let's get these other larger gates in place. Gates in place, and I kind of want to get up there. That block might need to be reversed again, although this is like the original one. I'm not sure. There's a lot of room for improvement here. So it's take my belt thingy off. Nope. All right, let's get our eyes on this a little bit better. So it's right there. It's this guy. Just nope. Ah, that was it. much better. Much better. Okay. Here's the question. Are Kurozumi's cries majestic or squeaky? Oh, they are, I mean, they're majestic, as in, you could hear them from 1.5 miles away. Is that what you mean by majestic? Yeah, she is pretty abominably cute, though. I took a video of her yesterday, and she just gets this, like, huge grin, and she's just starting to cut her teeth. So there's a little bit of lumpiness in her gums, and she grins as you get up from a nap. And, like, when you walk in the room, she's just like, you are the best person in the world, Dad. It's very cute. Her whole face crinkles up in a big smile. Kurizette calls it the full body smile. Your bet is unimpressive. Yeah, when Kurizumi screams in the kitchen and does her shrieks, I have to like just take her out. Like, I banish her to the living room because it's to the point where like I can feel my ear bones rattling. I am biased, so you don't believe me. Let's see. We were doing the doors downstairs, right? Which actually means I do want to grab, darn it. I do want to grab these back. We're going to put in like a temporary step up down there. I don't think these will be the permanent ones because these stairs are kind of boring. We might do something sort of like these down there. In fact, maybe we just do that. Maybe I stop dilly-dallying and we do something cool for once. For once. That's an evolutionary adaptation to keep parents from killing them during screeching. Yeah, that's that is definitely not false. I want some of you. I may want some of you. And I definitely need some of what I think is in this chest over here. Doink, doink. Yes. Yep, I think we're good. So the idea here, and let's like try this out first. So this is the level where the doors will be at, and we're going to want to make sure the walls are clear here. They are. So the question is, how do I place you? Ah, like that. Okay. Well, that's the wrong way, I think. Yep. Okay. Gotta wait for them to close the whole way. Why it sounds like a rock being broken, I have no idea. Alright, so this should be the correct orientation. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, right. I keep thinking these are like the actual in-game doors where you can click on the door, but no, this is... It's right here at the middle of the gate. Next question, can I dig out everything under the gate and have it stay, or is it going to break off? Oh, it stays. Cool. Alright, so let's peel this back. You know what, let's open this up again. I think we could peel this back. Yeah, save it here even, I think. And not to worry, these floors could end up being reused when we build that section of the hall over there. So these won't get thrown out or anything. There's something you don't like about the door's frame? Where are the nails and how do they go through? Yeah. The nails are just kind of placed haphazardly. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's do a little bit of this. Go. These I'm going to try to grab in like the correct orientation here. These should stack, although I have no illusions that they actually will do so. No expectations. See? Keep your expectations low and you'll sometimes still be disappointed. Alright, so it's going to be you, followed by you, 4 of you, you, and you. Okay, I've got to fix this inner bit here. And I'm going to... I'll probably have to put like a chest down over there and just to hold these at some point. Right, I already dug some of these up. Okay. So we need this out of here. The door explanation is aliens. Ooh, aliens. And then last but not least, we have to grab this bit in here. Just gonna knock these out of here. Bang, 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 bang. The echo gets louder as we go deeper into here. Alright, so these then can get erased. And actually, as much as I want to keep these, they're probably harder to keep than to just chuck them out and get all new ones, but I'll do what I can. Okay. And yeah, it's such a tiny amount, but whatever. Let's go put these away somewhere where I'll definitely forget about them. And we'll grab some sand to backfill that a bit. Some snad. Where to put this junk? Here. Just move this stuff down. And pop these over there. There we go. All done. Oh, and sand. Here. Let's also start on this side, I guess. Don't know if I need to actually 8 across or just 1 here, but too late. Okay, and open sesame. I've forgotten how long I made this already. Oops. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Okay, so dig out 4 blocks. Oh, I hear you. Oh, you're underground, aren't you? Yeah, there's a cave like right underneath here. I'm pretty sure. Hey there, James Layton. Holy wow, you caught me live? Yes, you did. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on the fifth one. On the fifth block, he chiseled again. Do patterns saved in the pantograph get shared across worlds? I don't actually know. Oh my. So this one seems a bit messier than the last one. It's okay. Let's go ahead and do something. Do something! Have bite first. It's not automatic, but you can import them. Okay. You just found me and you're watching the series in the beginning? Well, awesome. I know some folks prefer not to watch the live because they sort of feel like they're spoiling progress, but I don't blame anybody who would rather just watch the final product. Or the current product, I should say. Current results. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And then we need to grab... Oh, let's actually pick these up first. You're kind of spoiled because you're on only the second episode. The beautiful bids? Well, thank you. How else are we supposed to suggest insane projects like Phil's stairs? Yeah, really. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick up as much of this as I can that we're not going to be using. And take it back over to the chests and just get it out of here. Okay, so we'll come back for that in a second, because we do need to go and then sleep, and we'll check on the pumpkins. Boop, boop. All of you go in here. Okay, this is a mess. A serious mess. Too much ladder. Alright, one more ladder right here. On you. Boop. There we go. Alright, let's go sleep at the other base so we don't mingle with the bad guys out here at night. Hey there, Vanguard Christie. You feel like watching live helps in terms of support? It does, yeah. The more live watchers we get, the more YouTube promote it. And that includes things like liking, if you like the video too. So, if you like the video, smash that like button. If I can watch the live, I do, but the episodes are your bedtime videos. Very nice. Yeah, I've been told I have a very much a voice that's easy to fall asleep to. And don't I know it? I open my mouth and my wife falls asleep all the time. It's my superpower, right? Right, guys? It's a good thing? Don't all chime in at once now. Alright, there's probably bad guys out here, aren't there? Surprisingly, no. Alright, so grab you, bust you up. I'm not going to mess with that. I don't know if that's going to be live or not. Get rid of you. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're mine. Hey, I got lucky. Okay. Sweet. Oh. You. Come with me. I think that should do it. Yes, okay. Yeah, the vines, I don't think the vines branch. They'll turn, but I'm pretty sure they don't branch. That one I have no idea, so we'll leave that one. Okay. So we've got 7 more pumpkins so far. Ash Sprout, you're on episode 180, but or 150-ish, but you still like seeing what progress is made in real time? Fair enough. Alright, another bite of pumpkin pie. Good for 4 days, that should be plenty of time to eat all this pie. And back we go. You're heading out, Phil. If you don't get a chance to say goodbye, then you'll catch on the replay. Well, have a good time tonight, Phil. How'd you stay awake for your wedding? Mostly anxiety. That was my excuse, too. Alright, oops, nope. On the floor, not the door. It's funny how much brighter it gets all of a sudden when you place these blocks and move them around. Oh, lighting, you so silly. It's funny, I think I mentioned that I wasn't going to do all the, you know, chiseling all these blocks to fix lighting. There's probably some merit in doing that, but like, not this much of it. It's way too much. Alright, so time for some sand backfill. And I have exactly enough. Requires 1 stack. Your wife didn't get the OMG we're getting married until right after when you were in a corner alone. We were definitely all business. This was it was a political marriage. Yep. That was our marriage. Still is our marriage. Very political. What am I going to use as a floor on the inside? Probably a lot of different things. Mostly stone. Maybe some wood for accents or like trim here and there. But primarily stone types. Both like all kinds. So we'll be using some ashlar and some polished and some regular. Probably some more of this fan cobblestone stuff. I like that a lot. But speaking of which, it is time for us to do that. So let's go grab a snap of a couple of these stairs up here. Something like these guys. Yeah, let's give this a whirl. So we're going to get the pantograph. Right. I'm so used to having it in my pocket. I was not expecting it to not be there. Alright, so, what are you, by the way? Let's go back here. Your sandstone. Oh, because your front edge is sandstone. Okay. I'm like, why is it sandstone? I make no sense sometimes. And then today I did. Makes sense, that is. So I think for downstairs, because we only have 2 steps to do, I think I'd kind of like to try just doing, well, the sandstone front for both of them, like this. The andesite trim. And then I think for both steps, because there's only one step and then the landing, I think we'll do... Ooh, you know what we'll do? Because the fans can get a bit noisy, I think what we'll do is we'll maybe do either, and we'll try one. If we don't like it, we'll do it a different way. Either we'll do fanned cobblestone on both steps, but then for the rest of the landing, we'll have some kind of trim, and we'll just do this style and see how it looks. And maybe we'll try something else. Maybe we'll put some other color in there or something. But for now, we're going to... Oops, wrong button. How do I save this? Okay. Oh, I did save it already. Well. Down we go. I think I have enough for what we need here. You really enjoy putting your vids on and streams on while working your crafting. Your productivity helps, and even keel really help with focus. Well, awesome. I am glad that I can be there to help inspire more creativity. We need more creativity in the world, not less. For sure. All right, so, whoops. Please look at chisel block. Okay, fine. Can I? Oh. It got me stuck in the chat window there for a second. All right, so. All right. All right. Uh-huh. Can I rotate you safely? No, this is the more the texture rotates too. Shoot. Okay. That means I need to... nope, no. We can keep you. I think. I think. No, wait, hang on. Let's try this. Right corner. Left corner. Whoop. Nope. Let's try it again. Let's do the right corner. Oh my goodness. Why is this one correct? Can I do this and flip it? No. I think I see what I need to do. I need to actually flip it to... some direction here. No, let's get this across so we can try to match these up a little bit. So let's see. In theory, I should be able to. Okay. Don't know why it does that, but okay. Okay, shape materials and. Oh, ew, what? Oh, I see. Okay, so like that. Ooh. I don't like this all of a sudden. I don't like this at all. So mirroring doesn't change the texture, only rotating changes the texture orientation. And I don't like it very much. What's going on here? So it does depend on what direction you're facing when you place the block. So in theory, see, I like this one because the fan kind of goes in this direction. right? So ideally we'd have it going like this around and then down to here. So it would sort of do this and scallop and scallop and scallop, right? So in theory, I can't really tell which direction this is trying to go here. I think it's this one. So let's spin this around. No. 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 Maybe that one? None of these look correct. Okay, so let's look for the pattern that matches that one. Is it that one? I hear clicks. It's not that one. What? Oh, this is killing me. This is killing me. It just looks like I'm going crazy. So these are directional. Watch, if I spin this, you can see that the texture is rotating, not just the design that we have here, but the interior texture of the block also rotates. And that's what I'm trying to figure out is which direction do I need to make it so that the sort of fan-shaped design goes like this across here. Like, not this. But I think I am going crazy. Look at this. It's like there's no. Maybe that one lines up, but I don't think it does, because then there's no like continuation of that fan over on this side. Whereas if I put this down, oh. And these don't line up very well. Look at that. You're pretty sure it's in the right orientation? You're just tired of watching me fumble through this and fail. You're just being nice. Oh, man. So frustrating. I mean, they do line up a little bit, but like, it just, it looks so wrong to me. All right, well. Oops. Yeah, see, look at this. These don't line up now. At all. So let's try. I think the answer is, I'm going to rip all these out. And we'll do it by hand. This is really annoying. Bye. Okay. Goodbye, all of you. Yeah, I'm not going to try to, like, save any of these because it's not worth the time, really. Alright, so. Grab you. Let's get the orientation of these first. Which is not that. Let's try this way. Nope. this way. You just don't want to play ball, do you? If this goes on much longer, I'm just going to say, like, F it. So the way that these are being placed, like this one has that curve. See this line here, this curve going this way? That's what I want right here. When I place it there, I get the curve going this way instead. I wonder if it's a world position thing. I don't know. I don't think it is, because we can rotate the texture. So, like, why, game? Why? Actually, maybe this does have the same... No, see, the texture starts in a different location. Even though I place them in the same orientation, texture begins somewhere different. It's the only direction I haven't tried yet. It is still incorrect. So... how's that look? If I just go with this. We'll also rip you out and replace you in the same direction. There. That is the right pattern, just wrong direction. So let's try flipping it around. Hey, I got it. It does seem like it wants to be offset. Like I want this to be moved left by a block or right. But I think at this point, I'm going to go with beggars, not choosers. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to chisel all these guys in. And we're going to just chop out half of them. And on the front edge, which I guess for, let's see, you are just chisel. Okay, we'll just grab these two. Combine them in the grid. Boop. And you. The rest of them will do the old-fashioned way, or the new-fashioned way. Newfangled. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we need the andesite as well. And we'll probably need, yeah, to get some more andesite, because we have a little bit more to do here as well. So here we get down to, I believe, this level. You know what? There's a better tool for this. Take it and leave it. Yeah. That's how we're going here. There's only so much faffing about I can take before I gotta just call it. Oh, while we're here, let's get the andesite that is not in there. Okay. Which means we're going to need to grab, like you. Get a few of these. We don't need a ton, but we need some. Perfect. Have some more pumpkin. Some pumpkin. Down the ladder. Okay. Much better. Okay, and then we can go back to you. And do a bit of this with this. Chisel echo. Pretty crazy. Okay, and then we can do that. Then fill the rest in with some of this. We'll get the edges in a minute too. Very satisfying. There's the echo again. But no, it doesn't echo here, but here it does. It seems to be more based on where you're standing too. So you are the origin point of the sound. It's pretty funny. Okay. Go. So, in theory, that means the next step will be the same, because I want to do, as I mentioned, I want to try, you know what? Yeah, let's do the alternating thing again. I like that a lot, actually. I'm going to do this. Whoops, no, don't. Didn't mean to close that. Open up. Here's my take, which is that this little bit right here will then become this stuff. Like so. And maybe, you know what, maybe across here we'll do something different. Maybe. Or maybe we put that right here on the inside. Yeah, the rest of this is pretty straightforward. Heard a growl. A distant one, but a growl. There it is. Suddenly less distant than before. What's up, dude? Nothing. I did hear a rift out there, though, so close those doors and let's go sleep. Hey there, Smiley Riley. You made it. Alright, sleep time, then pumpkin time. Climb a ladder? Do I climb the former ladder or the ladder? let's get these doors out of here. We don't need them anymore. And, boy, it's dark. Fun! Boop. That or ladder squared. Okay. Oh, it's still pretty dark out. Our daily pumpkin check. Ooh. I think this comes off of this, because like I said, they don't branch. So this belongs to this, so we gotta leave that in place. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and break this guy. Ah, good. And you, goodbye. I wonder if it would make sense to chisel something over top the water that we have there. Not that we're going to be able to do this again for another year in real life. Oh, really? Ugh, gross. Stop spawning things. Stop it, dude. Really. No one needs your guff. Yay, I won that one. Bye, guys. It's been fun. Ooh, jeez. Bye. Okay, so we got 3 today. Not too terrible. Up to 10 so far. And assuming that our oh, stop it. Assuming that our pumpkins are still alive at the end of stream, which they should be, I'm just going to convert all the pumpkins we have into chisel blocks, and whatever pumpkins then grow afterward, I will save for food / replanting later. Alright, let's go finish this up over here. With fewer interruptions, game. Please and thank you. Okay, there are storm thunders. Plink plinks. Yeah. And I might need to actually take these doors out to work on this area. They're kind of in the way. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So we're going to add Mr. Andesite to all of these. And we'll do that thing. Oops, get back here. The spawning mechanics confuse you so much that you turn them off. Yeah, I honestly, at this point, I can't blame anyone. I really did prefer when we could control the spawning a bit more. Granted, placing stones to stop spawns was not realistic or an interesting way to do it, but, like, it was what we had. And the Rift Ward is terrible. Like, the Rift Ward, okay, it is thematic. I'll say that. From a usability standpoint, it is awful. It is just truly awful. And controlling spawns with light because lights are so weak in this game, like, you would need to have so much light in such a huge radius. And with, of course, one of the problems being that a rift only cares about light when the rift itself spawns. After that, it don't care, except for sunlight. It does care about sunlight, but it doesn't care about sunlight for spawning. It only cares about artificial light, so candles, well, not really candles, you get a bunch of them, lanterns, and player place light, basically. Conversely, when they go to spawn something, they do care about sunlight, and they don't care about artificial light. Like, if a rift is in sunlight, it can't spawn creatures unless there's somewhere nearby that doesn't have sunlight. And if that place doesn't have sunlight, but does have player-placed light, well, it can still spawn things there. And that's the weird backwardness that I really wish CharryOn would address. And by address, I don't mean tell us that's how it's designed. I watched Oscilloscape's interview with CharryOn a little while ago. I think he did a couple, I think. And one of the questions that came up, I think, a couple times, or at least once, was, you know, are you going to change the spawning? Because there's been a lot of negative player feedback about the spawning mechanics. And his response was pretty much, yeah, I think I like it. It's all good. I'm like, no, no. Oops. We have some bonus chisel blocks in the walls now. You'd be okay needing to light things up well, but it's inconsistently applied. Yeah, the whole like sunlight versus false illuminate, or not false, but artificial light. The way that they, like, both scenarios ignore each other. Yeah, like you can't just fulfill all the requirements from one perspective. It's got to be, you know, I think if the rift is in sunlight, then the rift itself shouldn't be able to spawn anything nearby. That would solve a lot of issues. But I also think that the rift should not be able to spawn into locations that are sufficiently lit by lamplight or whatever. Because there have been, I mean, plenty of times where I had a well-lit basement, but since there's no sunlight, I was getting spawns. Let's put the doors back in and see how it looks. Right, I have to do it from this side. Yes. Alright. We can close that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I like that you can't see a whole lot of the texture until you get close, because it does... It's sort of like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but like, from afar, you only see the sort of blander edge, and then you get to see the pattern right as the floor pattern is going away. So I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's go do the same thing over here, and we are going to do this manually. I just don't trust the band cobblestone to not mess it up again. So we did it from this direction. Oh, see, this one gives me the pattern I wanted. Look at that. Warp, scallop, 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 and scallop. Interesting. I think it is partially location-based or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to look at it anymore. I'm done. Now we do need some more of the fanned cobblestone. Let's go make some of that. I think that's... What do I make you? Sand, gravel, and then stone. Small stones. Okay. So after this, then, we'll finally turn our attention to how to make these stairs from here. As I promised at the very beginning. I swear, folks. I haven't forgotten. It is based on player direction, but also there seems to be some element of, like, if you're looking in one direction and placing it, there's still some element of, like, the world location. Because like I told you, we could not get the scallop pattern to show up properly where I wanted it to. Sandstone stones. Gravel. And snad. Let's grab some of these. So it's gravel, and then it's... Oh, I thought I had more sand. Go. Now I do have more sand. We get 2? Okay, that's fine. Let's just make a stack. And then, like, change. Perfect. There we go. Look at all the orange trees bearing oranges. Beautiful. I'm hoping that, like, we sort of end up in a situation where there's basically something fruiting at basically all times of the year. That'd be really cool. So we got those guys, we got these guys to do. That noise scared me so much. Ooh, I'm awake now. Yikes. Take that, heart rate. That's quite a noise when you're not expecting it. It's right in your ear. Yikes. Door jump scare, you've officially seen it all. Well, yeah, you know, like, because, like, the other doors in the game, you interact with the door itself, not the space the door takes up. So it occasionally surprises me. Alright, so I believe we have enough of our blocks here to get all this done. So as they say, let's get her done, right, guys? That's how we say it around here. What the cool kids are saying these days, right? Get her done. There we go. Are those doors like a mod? Yeah, they're from the medieval expansion mod. We could have gone with the regular doors, the actual gate, which are, I think, 2x4 in the game. That would mean that we'd have... Excuse me. I mean that we'd have like these 4 blocks here, because we do doubles, so it would become a 4x4 door. These 4 blocks would be door, then we'd have sort of a frame around it here. Which honestly, you know, if we decide we hate these doors, we certainly could do that. But it would be harder for down there where we do need a real big gate to sail a ship through. Not that it matters super much in, you know, the game. Whoops, get back here. I'm pretty sure those boats can fit through like a 3-block wide passage. So... there's that. Right, I need to add all these blocks in. Good times. There's finally a mod that removes Bowtorn and Shivers. See me start playing again. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, they're very thematic. I still hate them. Like, they're great monsters, and I still hate them. With a passion. To be fair, I really dislike their spawning more than the monsters themselves. So here's what I said earlier. I think there should be a way to, like, attach a block to your chisel. So you can quickly just right-click the other blocks and, like, add. And, of course, add only if it doesn't exist already, kind of thing. Okay. Pie break. Go. I don't have the right orientation for the blocks. I am not able to care anymore. We've spent way too much time on these blocks. Yeah, I don't want to spend 3 hours fiddling with these somewhat unruly blocks. I was tempted to just grab regular cobblestone for this part and call it a day. I'll go crazy doing stairs, but only once. The other stairs can take a number. Alright, how much? Ooh, getting kind of low there. So if the orientation of the scalps in one place, like here, is bad, it's going to be about the same on the other side, too. And I'm just going to sort of cover it up by using my imagination. Okay, so bring you guys up then. You hit her here first, guys. He's done with stairs. Yeah, just imagine. I still have... Okay, so I was originally going to do 4 sets of fill stairs, one for each direction in the in those walls there. But I think I'm going to content myself with 2. So that still means we have 2 more sets of fill stairs to go, which is still a lot. Yeah, I think someone had asked a question if I was going to do more of the stairs a little while ago. and made me think about how much time I wanted to spend making stairs. It does mean there'll be a little bit of missing radial symmetry, but it will still be symmetrical north-south and east-to-west for the features visible from elsewhere. It'll be radially symmetrical on, like, one axis rather than two. We have 89 left. Somehow, I can't believe this chisel hasn't given up yet. I think after this, I'm just going to chuck this one, because it's when a chisel breaks, they get really annoying. They do this thing where, like, they halfway break, and sometimes they didn't break the whole way. So they get this thing where you pick up something else from that block, from that inventory slot, and the chisel comes back. So I like to avoid that when my chisels get to like 5 durability. Just chuck them right in the garbage. Yeah, we'll do that here. This is assuming that it doesn't break in the middle of this anyway. What long arms I have, Grandma. All the better to chisel your porch with. My dearest daughter. Granddaughter. Hey there, Durshep. You to shovel snow, wow. Of course, you did say you're in the land of Canada, I believe. For some reason, I had thought you were in Europe. And I don't know how I got that in my head. You wonder if the sharpening mechanic will work for chisels? I don't know. I do wonder if that sharpening mechanic is going to be just a like an enhancement, or if it'll also be used for repairing stuff. Which that would change the dynamic of the game a lot. If you were able to repair tools rather than having to, you know, chuck them all the time, that would change the balance quite a bit, I think. Also, it was very funny. I showed Kuriz at the original video Tyrone made, and she was like, nope, that sound, nope, absolutely not. And then I was like, yeah, it doesn't sound realistic, but it wasn't that bad. Apparently, it was so bad. Tyrone put out another like post and said, hey, everybody hated that sound. How's this one? Oops, here we go. Yep, see, chisel's back. Maybe we'll get some more uses out of it. Hey, it broke for real this time. Look at that. All right. You're between Niagara Falls and Toronto. Wow. Yeah, it should be pretty snowy there. I do think that even the new version of the sound is not realistic for a sharpening sound. Like, that's the sound it would make if you were like kind of loosely holding your sword on it, like and letting it bounce around a little bit. It should be a much more smooth grinding sound, like, you know, I can't make it with my mouth, but you know. One of your people you live with has been playing that power washer game. If a game makes a lot of constant noises, it better be easy on the ears. People will die. Yeah. Agreed. We're going to pop you down there. All right. Today is lots of stairs work. Just not Phil's stairs. It's definitely because Phil's not here. Phil had to leave, so we couldn't work on his stairs anymore. Big Sag. I think it is time to think about putting up some lanterns on either side of those, as well as... Oh, did it there already. I'm going to move these up a block, though, because I don't want people bonking their faces on them. It's also F7, just to see. Not too shabby. So it does do that. Let's pop one more down there again. Sweet. Start picking up some of these ugly floor decorations. There we go. I also think that I'm going to want to do one of them right here and here as opposed to up there. I just think this is kind of a bad spot for him. It does mean things can spawn here, but we're not red at least, so given that we already have these spots here, and I don't think we're likely to get... Well, we could technically get a rift spawning here if we got really unlucky, and that could then spawn things down there, probably. But that's just not very likely. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And that gets rid of almost the entire W down here. So, I guess we'll see. For the interior, we're dropping the floor lower. No, we're making it higher, actually. So the floor is going to be one block up from where we're standing right now, which is why I leveled it last time to be this level, so we can place floor in. And we'll go from there. It'll be 2 stories in, like, indoors, basically. So we'll have a floor that goes up to that being the next floor. So we'll probably have a ceiling block underneath that. I'm not... Like, we have so much space here. I am not super concerned about making sure that we make the most out of every single, like, block. That way we can not worry about having to chisel the ceiling and floors into one single block. And we can also avoid the weirdo lighting issues. I'm the weirdo, by the way. Okay, so... yeah. Let's put away the things we don't need. And let's get thinking about where to bring these stairs up. I have some thoughts. I also want to think about building a couple docks down here. I think that'd be nice. I don't know if I want to like have one central here or like do a couple offset. I'm thinking offset is better. So let's get some materials for that. We'll sleep as well. And we'll check the pumpkins again. So let's see. We want to get rid of this and this and this and this for now. I'm going to bring with us these blocks. I'm going to bring with us... Oh, we had more over here. Okay, we'll grab some stairs. I believe we have some more slabs down below. Let's sleep for now. And I am going to grab a quick drink while we're doing that. Okay. It's finally calm again. Yeesh. Oh, really? Of course you did. Because why wouldn't you? There we go. Problem solved. Just sit down. Sit down and kill your enemies. That's how you do it. He's still moving. Grody. Get out of here. Oh, I can turn this off too. What a convenient time to check the pumpkins. Absolutely. I'm gonna check my chests for slabbage. I think the slabs are all upstairs, aren't they? Yeah. If I even have any. Alright, so we'll go back and I'm going to get some materials we haven't really used yet in here. Guess me over time. I'm going to bring along some ebony logs. I'll get to why in a bit. Along more than a few. Because I don't really know how many we'll need. And it could be a bit. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Pumpkins. The arrow is still there from yesterday. Oh, beautiful. Look at this, guys. I really love the amaranth in this game. This is the kind of crop where I think it'd be really fun to... So I'm pretty sure once a crop is mature, even if it gets heat or cold damaged, I don't think it wilts. I think it just says cold damage will provide less, you know, sustenance, whatever, fewer crops. I think it'd be really cool to like plant this somewhere, like in a temperate zone, and then just leave it all winter and see if it stays pretty. I care about the aesthetics, not the nutrition in that case. All right, so this is doing something special here. What are you doing? I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, okay. That one's good. Bust you up. Oops. Oh, hush, elk. Didn't ask for your opinion. No one did. The Polycat says he used the amaranth as decoration in Saltport. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I never associated that. I did not realize that was you. Okay. Or if I did, then I forgot. I really like Saltport. That was the one with the big overhang area over like a weird lake, and you found like a giant salt pillar right there. That was such a cool spot. That is the kind of place that I want to have in the next guide season. Like I want like basically that. And not only, I mean, the location itself was pretty cool, but also what you did with it was pretty amazing. Now that was a southern play. It was warm, right? As I recall, I think I remember you sort of using a lot of exotic woods and things in there. Okay, so let's get more pie. We're to the equator. Okay. So here we go. Slabs first. Because I feel like it would make sense to have a shallower set of stairs. And what we'll do is we'll at least use the slabs to start, and then later we'll probably convert to something similar to this. Oops, clunk. Drunk driver over here. I'm also reminded we might want to... here we go. We may want to take some time very soon and do one hopefully last pass of the trees. There you are. Oop, clunk. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks high, but really 6. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to line this whole area with these blocks so that we have a reference for the exact height of the harbor here, the harbor wall. Then I'm going to get some more ashlar bricks, apparently. Did not bring enough with me for everything we're doing here. maybe we did. Okay. So that is the height of the harbor wall and the height of our floor as well. So we're probably going to have... Well, I will probably just do some kind of railing across here. Maybe even just regular fencing. I had enough fun doing railings already. More than enough fun, in fact. So... Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. So our stairs can't come up here. We have a couple options. So we could do like a... Could get stuck. We could start our stairs like here and kind of dig them up in a little bit of a curve that follows this, and that would end up... Let's assume we did a 1 to 2 slope. So we start here, and we're going up basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. So the stairs would end over here. That's not too bad. That kind of, so like this is sort of the, like the, you know, unloading and loading docks, which I guess is, you know, docks tautology. Hey there, Jamie Hine. Good morning. So yeah, that's a possibility. So we could have them come up over here, and that way, you know, you're unloading food and cargo and things, and that could go straight into. Well, the food will be back here. This will be, you know, pantries and kitchens back here for the monks, and then cargo would go this way, but that would just mean a bit of a longer trek. That's fine. How is one going to go from ground to water level? That's what we're getting at. Also, cargo like people. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make any special concessions for, like, visiting abbots from other temples or anything. Like, they're all... Because, you know, we're all humble men here. And humble serifs, whatever. And... I guess, you know, they'd be humble and they'd come up the stairs like everybody else. And then they'd come greet me, the humble abbot from this temple, and we'd go frolic with the bees or whatever. So I think that's pretty good. Second option is rather than a curve, we could make this more like flat geometric. Because I do want to have some kind of... Maybe not a wall, but there's going to need to be some kind of, like, pillar somewhere in here. Pillars, plural, in here. So this doesn't look as ridiculously unsupported as it is. So we could have a series of pillars, maybe with a wall between a couple of them, and we could have the staircase come out like, you know, you'd unload by going into a tunnel here by 2 or 3 blocks, and then it would split left and right. And you would follow this tunnel, and it would come up, say, over here, in the middle of either this wall, if there was a wall here, or in between a couple of the pillars. That's option 2. Another option that I don't like as much, because it requires a lot more walking, would be we put the stairs, like, over here, do a similar curve this way. I'm gonna veto that already. And I had a thought of putting the stairs over here, but that's gonna run into this path here. So, abbot temple, right? Look, listen, you. If Redwall can have an abbot, then I can be an abbot here too. What was that? Oh, jeez. That's what that was. How? What? Did I remove too much lighting? I may have. There. The Redwall name drop. Maybe High Priest would be a better term. I don't know. High Priest sounds very much like I'm going to sacrifice somebody. and like escape the long arm of the law while I do it. The Priory of the Orange Tree. Alright, I'll put this to a poll here. Let's do a quick little poll. So, we'll do, let's see, stairs, question mark. Curved or tunnel. Those are our options. And just for a refresher, the curved stairs would start about here, and they'd come up, and they would follow the curve here. They would be open to the air above them the whole way, and they would come out right about here. If we did tunnel stairs, we'd have a tunnel or a hallway that would enter this rock face here. It would probably be like 4 blocks wide to enter, and then narrow to probably 2 blocks wide once you get in either direction, and it would be a tunnel that comes out over right around in here. So I'll give that a couple minutes while I think about other things I want to do here. Let's also... It's kind of weird thinking about like trying to design this while I'm standing on 1 block below the floor. But I've done it before, I guess. While we're thinking about that, let's do the docks. So here's what I am thinking. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is not even. What? Oh my goodness. My goodness. Asleep at the wheel, that Corazar. Need my bucket again. Are you kidding me? Alright, bucket. I think I heard another shiver somewhere. I don't know. You like curved stairs, but you're remembering the other stairs, the tower stairs? Okay, so these will be much simpler. These stairs will not be chiseled into, like, inside blocks. These will be fairly basic stairs. Well, they won't be open to the sky. They're still going to be down here. Like, they're going to be... Get down here. Get down the ladder. The stairs are going to be right there. So they're going to be under this ceiling here, but, you know, open to the temple's interior or closed is the real question. All right, so the docks, now that I actually have, you know... Maybe I have this carved out correctly now? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I think I do. I'm just kind of trying to... Yeah, looks right now. Finally. So, the ship is indeed 3 blocks wide. Now, we don't want to have them, you know, right side by side. We need like a block between. So we're going to want to have an 8-block gap between piers here, docks. So let's get a bit of this going on. I also think we're going to want to do the docks as being like a block above the water. Now, granted, we don't, like, this is not an ocean, really, per se, but it is our ocean, so it's what we've got to work with. So we do want to think about the tides, and we're going to say that this is low tide here right now, which is why the boat is so close to the sea floor. Definitely sea floor. Yep, because I can see it. The sea floor. And so we're going to want the actual dock surface, the walkable surface, to be a block up. And the reason I'm not going for half a block, like say this, is because I want to be able to place things here, and if we don't have a full block to place things on, then like putting barrels or chests or other decorations can be a bit of a hassle. So we're just not going to play that game. Let's go ahead and pick you up and you up. Flip flop. Let's make you all horizontal. And let's go ahead and we're going to place these around here. Just to get a feel for the height and the depth and the space we're working with. Probably shouldn't put it against that wall, should I? But pop right off. I may end up... Actually, I probably won't end up swapping all of this for full blocks, but like here, I'll probably err on the side of full blocks. And then we'll do like that. Step down. Whoop, I'm out already. Yeah, wood in this game doesn't go very far. It can be surprising how quickly you go through it. And where's the saw? There you are. Okay. Oops, not there yet. Right, I can walk right through the boat. I think I can get rid of this piece right here. Yes. It doesn't break the whole ladder. Hey there, Tizodamanthea. Welcome. Good to have you back this morning. Where have you been? Just kidding. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to back this ship up a little bit. Oh, I can push it. Sort of. Did I push it? Or was it pushing me? I'm pushing it. Look at that. There we go. Right. How to get back out of here now? Good question, me. Let's plop a ladder down right there in the middle. You know, right where the lantern is. Brilliant, me. I think we're going to... move the ladder, for one. There we go. Alright, ladder, come back. Some expensive wood. Yeah, so here's my thought on why we're using this wood. One, we've been using a lot of acacia. I wanted to try something different. And two, what we could do is we could say, hey, this was acacia, because look how red this is right in here, right? But it's in contact with salt water. Ignore that door. It's in contact with salt water, so it's become darkened with age and saltwater contact. That's my thought. That is my thought. End thought. Full stop. Alright, so let's get in here and let's do a little bit of falling in the water of counting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which means we should be able to start our piers here. No. No. Maybe. I'm going to start them with our block out. The reason is because I want to be able to put like well, you know what? No, let's do this. Let's make them wider. That's what we'll do. We'll do 3 block wide piers. How deep does this boat go? Let's go like 3 more blocks. Something like that. Because I want to come in here, I want to be able to put supporting beams made out of these logs here, so that they can pop up a little bit above the level of the deck by like a block. Can mobs spawn in water? Yes, they sure can. Okay, we're also going to need to think about, like, I don't know, maybe we bring this out some more even. I don't know. We'll see. Or we'll probably end up just digging a little under here to give ourselves some walkway space without having to eat into the harbor any more than we already have. Alright, so we're going to come here and we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And I'm thinking what we'll probably end up doing is we might need to limit our number of docked ships to like 6 or something. Which, like, I wouldn't ever expect that our temple would need to have, you know, like a dozen ships docked. Like 6 or maybe 8 is probably the most we'll ever need. Let's cut down some more of these guys. There we go. Whoops, don't, no, come back. All right. Let's get these down. 3. Okay. Parking is tight. But how many people a sailboat can be in this world? That and, like, how many boats can this lake accommodate in the first place? Right? But we're ignoring that. We're going to pretend that we have a much bigger ocean, you know, near us. So here's my thought: is we could make one like this. So we'll do across here. No. Can I get around this lantern? Oh, if I jump off the pier. Let's go up this, inch our way around. There we go. All right, so we could do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so we could do one like here. Maybe. But that does mean that, like, whoever's parked in here has a really tight space. And there could be problems getting in or out. So I think the smarter move is to maybe put the last pier, like, right here. And that way we can park 6. Park, as I say, as if, you know, you just throw it in reverse and parallel park. So let's do that. Let's just widen. We'll widen this walkway here a little bit, and that will be our last dock. So there'll be some sort of, quote, wasted space here But I'm okay with that because I don't want to do a diagonal pier. It would just look stupid. So let's see, let's hop in our little boaty boat here, our boaty boat face. I need to be on that side, don't I? Yes. Oh, well. What the heck? Oh, I was crouched. Alright, so let's slowly clunk. My instinct is to try to strafe the boat in, but I can't strafe the boat. This isn't a spaceship with thrusters. So this is as far as we get here. All right. That's not too bad. I think what I might do is I might suggest that we do indeed dig into the rock here a little bit and make that how we get some more depth in here. Because I think I'd like to fry up these floorboards to give just a little bit more space here behind the ships. And it'd probably make more sense if we had, you know, the ships pull up a little bit farther, just by one block. So that when we get off the boat, we don't end up standing on one of the pillars, one of the posts. Let's go ahead and we're going to actually dig this back up out of here. I am going to break down this guy here. Eventually we'll fill those back in. And that way when we get down to here, I can bring this pier back like the whole way. No, I don't need to. Because we can cut into the rock here too. So maybe we'll just bring this back, like we'll do like one block wide here. Just out to here. And here's where we would have, say, oops, if I can, we'd have, you know, these here. Like so. Maybe we even put the lantern on top of it instead of right there. That way you have sort of a little access to the front without it being obvious. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Jump! Nope. Not sure why I even bothered. Oh, dude! Really? Oh my goodness. It's calm! It's calm! Stop it! It's calm. You should not be spawning here. And we should go rest. Let me get this in and we'll go rest. And do pumpkins in the morning. So there's that and that. Snag you. Flop you there. There we go. Alright. Let's go rest. Let's not waste the space. Those boats aren't exactly agile for turning around. Yeah, that's another thought I had too. If I get bored, I can always build a rival temple across the way. You know, funny you mentioned that. So back when I originally thought of this series, I had a thought of two potential temples. One which was going to be more of a dark foreboding temple, and then this one, which is, you know, the bright light one. And back when I proposed, I had a little poll about, you know, do we do a big temple or a small one? And the decision was to do a big one, But if we had done the small one, we would have probably been done with it by about now. Actually, probably a while ago, being honest. And at that point, I was thinking about maybe doing both temples, if it came to that. That was sort of like, that was a vague thought I had. Nothing really concrete, obviously. Nothing concrete or sandstone. How old are you? 7 out of 8. Okay. So there is an alternate reality in which there was a dark temple made of like basalt and probably basalt and then like granite for the sort of silvery look to it, and then accents of I don't know, like bauxite or maybe bauxite and sandstone. Maybe even like a sunset theme, or maybe even go with a more blue theme, so maybe like obsidian and andesite, because that was going to be the temple of the moon. Think of the gargoyles I could have chiseled. Yeah. So that ended up not really happening, and with the size of this temple and the fact that I do want my next project to be a another guide season. Oh, I love that. Love it so much. Look at that right there. Beautiful. Oh, and this pumpkin matured. Sweet. Up, you come with me. Oh, and this looks like it just died. Yes, must have. I hope you're on that one, not that one that just broke. I guess we'll see. Alright, I think we're good. But yeah, that would have been interesting. I was specifically scouting out. Like when I started this world, I went through a lot of worlds and scouted out a lot of locations. And one of the reasons why I picked this one was, one, I couldn't find one where I had a desert of sandstone or whitestone, and then a desert of basalt or something on the other side. So I said, you know what, let's go with sandstone or something light, and then whatever's on the other side of a big lake. That's kind of why I ended up settling on this one. I know originally I looked at this one as well. I was thinking of maybe like doing something here and something maybe up in the church area or something. I don't know. Or maybe even like desertifying this with other sand. But it was going to be like you have a temple of the sun on one side and temple of the moon on the other side. That would have been interesting. A lot of work, but interesting. All right, we're doing really well on pumpkins today. And gee, we'll be eating pumpkin pie till the end of the world. All right, let's grab like 4 pies from this guy. Now, these are the amaranth and pumpkin pies, which reminds me we should probably take a moment and feed the animals while we're here. I have no space in my inventory. Great. There we go. Problem solved. What's up, chickens? Yeah, you need broody hens, huh? Well, have some food. I'll be eating pumpkin pie till next autumn. Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of pies, so this Thanksgiving, I think I posted a picture of the cranberry tart that I made a few weeks ago in practice for Thanksgiving, and over in the Discord. And what's up, guys? I made 2. Here we go. Very nice. They do not like me being here. Oh well. No food for you guys. You starve till you grow up. That's definitely how biology works, right, guys? Anyway, so I made 2 tarts to bring with me, because there was a whole bunch of us going to be there, And turns out after I had claimed the tart responsibility, my sister-in-law decides to bring pies. And she brings not one pie, not two pies, but three pies, although one of them was an early Christmas gift for Curazette. So Curazette now has an entire apple pie all to herself. And we all had like 3 slices of pie each at Thanksgiving. It was pretty nuts. Literally, because one of them was pecan pie, so it was nuts. Alright, so there's that. Alright. Got our piers going on here. We should call this. I don't like the guy, but maybe we should call this. You know, we come down here in the morning. You know, what's the German word for morning? Morgen. This could be our piers Morgen. All right, let's grab the water bucket. Fix the dang water for definitely for the last time. We'll never have to do this again, right, guys? American pie, or apple pie is American stroopwafel. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave this here. Just there. Stay there. I still want to know where I'm getting those things spawning in at night. Whatever. Ow. Okay, so we can now pull the boat forward a little bit more. Ta-da! By 1 meter. Plunk. There we go. I love how it finds a spot, like a dry place nearby for you to stand on. That's so cool. And let's go ahead and get these piers in. These are going to be a little tight. Part of me kind of wants to, like... Ooh, weird bug again. I kind of want to do this. And then just bring this up here like this. So maybe we'll only dock smaller boats here for all the smaller boats. Like the raft can go here, right? You pull up in a raft, you know, because you're just rafting on the ocean as one does. I mean, it does feel a little wide now. But the reason I want to do this is because I want to do like these corners here. And then maybe like, I guess like here and here-ish. Ta-da! Here we would have... Oh my goodness. I'm a disaster. My ladder's gone again. There we go. Okay, so we can get these going on like here, like that. And my worry is that if I... Darn it. There we go. If I put these too close together, you end up with a pier like this, and this is where you're walking. And that just feels... Ugh. No thanks. So I think, although it's a little wider than I'd like, having it be this wide feels a bit less block gamey, you know? And then we'll dig into the wall so you can walk here just fine. Yeah. Yes. Uh-oh. Got dad joked by Sanamazka. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? It's okay, he woke up. Water again. Alright, so as I was saying before... let's see, so you, and you. Except we don't do you, because you're going to be up here for the post thingy. Block game wooden block thingy. And same for here. And you get to be Gonzo. Build you up. Haha, joke funny. Oh, it's your dad's birthday today. That's why you did that. I got it. Don't forget about carving the pumpkins. It is not 12:50, my friend. Alright, so we can do this. Nope. We cannot do that. Let's grab it before I lose you. Bacon vegetarian win. We already have salt and pork. Yeah, well, we have red meat. It's not it is non-denominational red meat. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now we're gonna need to collapse a whole bunch of the sand, which is a certain definition of fun, I guess. Yeah. I'm going to move this lantern. It's going to be here for now. And you get to go here. Do I even just hang you off of here as well? There, problem solved. That way if I remove this sand, I'm not going to get any lanterns raining on my head. Yeah. Alright, so let's start with the let's start with the staircase that I want. And I think to do that, I don't want a 1 block wide walkway right against the stairs, so we are going to, in fact, dig this out a little bit. There you are. And we're gonna do this the long and annoying way because if we dig this out and let the sand fall, it's gonna create a game where you play as a dude and go adventuring on an expedition. Get it? But it's gonna end up filling the water, and we don't want that. That means more bucket work. Forget bacon, win pasta carbonara. I can pronounce your name like sand, just like the Japanese honorific. I gotcha. So it's San Mazka. Do you drive a Mazda? Alright, so this is... Oops. Yeah, I knew that. Doop. There you go. So this is walkway. I think we want a minimum of 2 blocks walkable here in general. So we'll have like a little bit of an overhang here. I might on the curve, I'll make it a little bit deeper. Just because angles get funky. So the stairwell then will begin here. And yeah, let's just carve it out and let's see where we get from there. We'll kind of fill things in a little bit as we need to. Okay, I'm going to dig up this as well. I had some thought about getting the plugs for relieving blocks, but like these are so small, it's not really worth it. Okay, break these guys a little bit. Gonna fill things in. I mean, this is, you know, a staircase, so... Was this a male in a temple? Well... There's only one of me. And I am male, although seraphs I think are supposed to be genderless. Because we're like, I don't know, constructs or whatever. So, technically, yes, this is a boys-only temple. But not really, it's not supposed to be. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I do want to figure out how wide this walkway needs to be. and eat some pie while I'm doing it. Boop. So we got 2 there. You know, I think like 2 blocks wide isn't going to cut it generally. It's going to need to be 3 because we're going to have these, you know, these logs, these poles sticking up, posts, thingies, thingamabobs. So yeah, we're going to have to do something like this. There's 3 blocks there. And like I said, we'll probably want to go 1 deeper here. Because this gets kind of narrow. Yo, we'll probably... I hear you. I see you. Ow. This temple sucks. It's full of bad guys. Alright, so yeah, I think we're going to want to do... Because this, like this gap here is only 2 blocks. So we are going to want to do... this. Gives a decent walkway to bring cargo without, like, tripping over everybody. And once the stairs get to a certain height, and we can, like, overhang them, I might have them come right against here, or I might have them come out, like, a block away, just so people don't fall off while they're, you know, carrying luggage and parts and things up the stairs. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it makes sense here. Okay, so let's do this guy. Let's start down here now, and let's go a little bit in here. So this part won't have a ton of overhang, just like 1 block, which is fine. You don't need to defend it. It's your temple. The moon is often feminine. Well, this is the temple of the sun. This is light and knowledge and water and air. So this is definitely a sun temple, supposedly. All right, I think I'm also going to maybe square off this a little bit. The reason is that will then let us cut into this and have our 3 block wide walkway without getting too crazy with the design. Oops, nope, don't do that. Dig into this a little bit. And now we have our minimum 3 blocks wide. In fact, we could have probably left this in place. And maybe we'll fill this back in with some wall material at some point. Who knows? So that's now 4 blocks wide. That doesn't really bother me. And maybe there's, you know, we can use this as like a storage cubby or something. Alright, so now we need to get this guy down. 1, 2. So you're sort of the curve, so we'll go 4 blocks in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this can be 1, 2, 3, I think. Because this is sort of a 1 to 2 here. That's still only 2 blocks wide right there. Yeah, let's do... gosh, I don't know. Let's see how this looks first. Actually, yeah, because this has to go in. So let's take you out. You got to come out as well. Let's just do you. Why not? There we go. So even with some, you know, posts sticking up here, like let's put one here. Yeah, we'll have like one here, and we'll have like one over here, one somewhere here in the corner. So despite all that, we will still have plenty of room to walk. And this one we will dig under a wee bit. Probably only out to about here. So like this would be where we stop that. Let me get some ladder, put you there. Oops, don't do that. Bad Kurzar. Nope. Stop. Stop it. You guys, make it stop. I don't need a wooden walkway when I can walk over the underlying sandstone. Well, so there's my thought of why I'm going with the wood, is that because of the proximity to water and the splashing. See, sandstone is very soft stone, like ridiculously soft stone. So I think we would want to use wood anywhere it might contact, because otherwise it's going to very quickly erode our sandstone foundation and walkways. Like sandstone is really just very slightly compressed sand, which makes it a terrible building material, frankly. Like in real life. It's a story, it's fine. But I also feel like in the development of this place, whoever built it might have, you know, carved things out first and then placed things back in. So they carve out the harbor and then be like, okay, so we need some docks now. Let's put the docks in, but they had already carved out what they needed, the space they needed. Let's go and we need to put some things away. Let's go put these. But I heard a ominous clicking sound. Let's go put these stones away. And we will go to the other base. We'll rest. Do the pumpkins pretty much one last time for today. And while we're there, I'll go ahead and we will we'll carve our pumpkins up. So bite to eat. Get you off the... Oh my goodness. I have no space whatsoever. Oops, no. Do I have more stones? I do. 4. Okay. Let's see. Place you. There we go. Nice. Cleared out some space. Let's go sleep, and then we'll do the pumpkins, and then I really want to do the stairs. Let's do the stairs. I keep dilly-dallying and doing like all the things around the stairs, which granted we did need to do to make sure we know where the stairs are going to go, but I want to get these stairs at least planned, so we can take a look and decide if this is the direction we want to go or not. I guess I can also stop that pole while I'm thinking about it. So goodbye pole. Curved stairs won by a large margin. Alright, so let's go do it's medium. Yuck. Wow. Pumpkins galore, baby. Look at that. Oh, let's also eat some pie before we starve. Right. So you're all still good. You're a baby. Oh, really? Here's how it's done, dude. Jerk. Is that? No, that was coal. Just flint. I don't want his giblets. Oh my goodness, seriously? Get back! Get out of here, my... Let me harvest my pumpkins. Okay, I think you're probably safe to break. You were not safe to break. Oh well. Too late now. You're not safe to break. But you are. A lot of breaks to here. Let's do you and you. I guess I'll leave you because I can't tell. Same with you. Alright. So I'm going to consider this pretty much our pumpkin harvest for today and for the rest of the month and the year. The curved stairs won 2 to 1. They did. Wow. So we get 33 more pumpkins. That's awesome. And any more pumpkins we get, we'll just go toward restocking our pumpkin seeds. And if we are still in this world by next year, which we won't be. Well, next year this time, I mean, specifically. Then and only then will we worry about more pumpkins. Okay. I think. Yeah, so once you make them into chisel blocks, you can't pick them up with a right click anymore. But they do stack. And their sprite is smaller in the inventory. Why are they smaller? Who knows? We've broken the conservation of mass. Or at least volume. That isn't a thing, though. Conservation of volume is not real. Don't worry, guys. I'm a science. Alright. Alright. Cool. Didn't we have one more? There it is. Almost lost one. What a tragedy. Okay. Pumpkins, done. Done for the year. No longer any need to remind me because it is 12:50. And we're done. Yeah, this won't be ready by the time we're done. Let's go spend the last 10 minutes and at least get some planning done on these stairs a little bit. Run! Run, Forest, run! I have plenty of inventory space. I can put the pumpkins away later. Okay, so here we are. So we're going to do a 2 to 1 staircase just for simplicity's sake. So we're going to get our shovel out. Yeah. Up, that stays. So there's our second. This will be a half block up. This will be a full block. Half block up, full block. And we need to do a bit of this. Now we're at a full block. And then let's get our last few. Oh, we have another stack. Okay. These guys out. So we now have a half block to go up and a full block. Then we have a half block and a full block. Like so. So let's line these out a little bit better. So at some point we're going to need to have this open up overhead. In fact, let's go ahead and let's carve these out and actually put in some slabs, even if these aren't going to be our final blocks. Let's get you in and you. There we go. So you guys, and then you guys. Did I just hear another shiver again? Thought I heard a click and a hiss. Guess not. So we have these guys. And the curve gets a little funky because, you know, curves are funky. We could even do a bit of that. Just because. That would let us follow the curve a little more tightly, and we could actually remove nothing, actually. That'd be fine. That's fine. What do I want to use for the stairs? I've not decided yet. We might do similar stairs, like the ones over there, just to keep the theme going. And so you all can watch me flail around with the stupid blocks again. Just kidding. But yeah, it'll probably be stone of some kind, probably not wood. Alright, so then we can do something a bit like this. Yes, maybe. It's alright. And then these can be full blocks. And these can be half blocks. Bye. Yeah, I'll get you. Here we go. Now we're getting to the point of the curve here where it's like we might want to think about, yeah, because we're starting to go more in this orthogonal direction, cardinal direction, whichever. So at some point we probably want to think about converting the stairs from just this sort of sideways step to maybe we do that here. Or we do this. And that. And that. And that. Yeah. Because we're still going to have this sort of like, you know, wall along here until you get to the surface, the top. So now we have this sort of goes down. Yeah. Yes. Now for the first few here, I'm not worried about people falling. Like here, I'm not worried about falling off because, like, yeah, you could technically get hurt, but I don't care that much. I don't care about my visitors very much. So I'm thinking, like, out to here, maybe we do more like, I don't know, this with a stair block. I do. Something like that. So a little walk space slash cubby here for, you know, a barrel. You come up here, and the stairs are maybe a little wider here than I wanted it to be, but it's better than having a 1 block wide gap here. Wear and tear and expense stone would be better. I mean, yeah, no. The thing is, like, stone. Well, sandstone won't last super long underfoot. Foot traffic is beats up sandstone pretty badly. And then there's the if you have to replace stairs, would you rather replace stone or wood? Okay, so that's too much right there. We need to bring that back a little bit. There we go. And that way we can have a little bit of a little patio out here, and also that will extend the available area for whatever altar-y thing is going on here. Yes, let me have our little stairs down. We can maybe get fancy with whatever's going on here. Like maybe this becomes something like this too. Like so. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense, I think. That we're also not going to fall off right there. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I like the stairs. They're nice. They're usable. They're not too huge. Didn't take me like 6 straight streams to finish. Don't look at me like that. Don't. Nope. I could do an arch, maybe. No, we're done with arches. And from now on, no chiseling, just solid blocks forever. You replace the sandstone with something more to wear and tear, granite, andesite, or basalt. Yeah, even chert would technically be more resistant. Chert is just a type of flint. Of course, I mean, it could chip more. Maybe you'd like break the stair and get shards in your foot. Well, that is about it, guys. I am happy with our progress today. We got quite a bit more done than I was thinking we would. I mean, it doesn't feel like it. We did the doorways. We did the gate giant doorways, 2 of them. We got all of this done down here, and we got a lot of pumpkin work done. Now, we won't have to worry about the pumpkins for forever, so going forward, we won't have that distraction to go back and forth with all the time. But let's get down here so I can say, fare thee well. Yes. Hello. Goodbye. We are going to have a chores stream again on this Wednesday, so prepare for that. And then back on schedule for Sundays. I did say Wednesday, not Sunday, right? I said Wednesday. Yes. I hope. Now again, we are pretty close to the next set of holidays, so I don't know exactly what's going on around Christmas, but if any of our streams happen to fall on or the day before or after Christmas, New Year's, or January 9th, which is Kurazumi's birthday, then you can probably expect there to not be a stream on those days. So be aware of that, and I'll post a schedule when I get a chance to. But folks, that's going to do it. Hope you all enjoyed. I had a great time. And as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.